I think Atletico should
Dude,
edge it.
this is Atletico's tournament, dude. This is their
Yeah,
shit. One game wins, 1-0 wins. They are the kings of 1-0 wins, dude. 1-0s and
from
0-0s. That's their
and
football.
Costa, and
If they
Costa will get that one goal. Like उसको
exactly.
बस episode of Bombay Panther Club. Today we are talking about the Champions League. Yes, and for those of you who don't know, the Champions League is being held in Portugal right now from the from the 13th of August. That is, and the quarterfinals, semi-finals will be carried out in one like format. So yeah, plenty of good games. But talking about good games, there's one classic game that we have to discuss first: Bayern versus FC Barcelona. I mean, that game is going to be crazy. And over one, like, congrats, Barca fans. I mean, so Arjun, what are your thoughts about that game?
Uh, I think Milik not starting was funny. Instead, they went with Dres Mertens. That was very
For the
weird.
Napoli game,
Mertens had some good chances.
the
But
Bayern game, the
yeah,
Bayern versus Barca. Yeah,
yeah. Based on that game, I'd say like Bayern will probably smash them. I'm feeling like Bayern's too fast for that team. And like despite Messi doing that, that was fantastic. His performance that day was fantastic. And I doubt that was a handball. Might be wrong about it. Score should have been bigger. But then the weird thing is I didn't like Napoli hasn't been that great this season, to be honest. And it showed. And now if you take someone like Bayern Munich who are like really in form, and they've been beating a lot of big teams back home in Germany as well. So I feel like they're more prepared. On top of that, the speed they play at is amazing. So I don't know. Barca will keep up with that, to be
yeah,
honest.
like
So
Napoli had
yeah,
some
that's
good
what I think.
chances. Napoli had some good chances, and thinking about like Barca obviously has Messi, and Messi will like provide something, score something, do something. But the point is, will they be able to contain Bayern's attack? That's the question, right? What do you think, Nathan?
I mean, it's a single leg game. Barcelona versus Bayern. Bayern are obviously like not obviously, but are kind of the favorites for this game. And but I don't think it comes down to. I don't think it'll come down to Bayern versus Barcelona. Like it won't matter. The form won't matter if Messi is in at
Messi
the top
versus
of his
Bayern.
game because if Messi versus Boateng, Messi versus anyone. I mean, Messi is Messi, right? We saw that against
Yeah,
Napoli.
yeah, dude.
There's
Like, see, that's
not a
what I said.
comparison.
Messi will score. Messi will score. But what do you think about Barca's defense containing Bayern's attack?
It's not
Is
about
that
whether
possible?
Messi will score. Messi will score. Like even if he scores, he needs to be at his best. If he's not at his best, there's no chance of Barcelona winning. Like I would say no chance, but very low chance, very low chance. So it's basically going to be if Messi performs or Messi doesn't perform because Bayern are favorites. Bayern will take the game to Barcelona. They're not going to like hold back too much. Obviously, it's a single leg game, so they will be like a little conservative, but obviously, at the end of the day, it all comes down to one person, Leo Messi, the king.
Obviously, like the GOAT, isn't it? And Nikhil, as a Barca fan, what do you expect like from your team for the quarterfinal? Do you expect them to go all out at Bayern or like play conservative football, look out the match for some time? Obviously, Busquets and Vidal would be a very huge boost to the side. So what are you expecting from this game?
Yeah, if you really look at the Napoli game, you all must have watched it, the Napoli game. You would have thought, after a point in the second half, Barcelona really stopped playing. They didn't really go on and, take the ball and start attacking and making chances. They stopped that. Barcelona is not in that point where, every time they get the ball, they'll go start an attack because the squad is old. Like, there are some 4-5 players who are about 30, so you can't really expect them to play in the top of the game. Even if they have like 2 goals in the first half, last minute, they got a penalty and 2-1. So game was still open in the second half. But then the whole point of the second half, I'm sure in the dressing room, all that was told is that just keep the lead. because Barcelona is not in that point to go and attack and again score another 5 goals or something. And the same thing will happen with Barcelona, with Bayern. They'll just look for that 1-2 goals in the first 20 minutes. If they get it, they'll just sit back. They'll just sit back and like wait for the ball and just play around the ball in the midfield. And that's all Barcelona can do. If they can control the ball in the midfield, not allow the ball to go behind, then I think Barcelona can be there. But then it's a one-leg
Dude,
game,
but
so anything can happen.
sitting back against Nabri, Lewandowski, Muller,
No, sitting.
and
No.
midfield.
Sitting back, I don't mean like Jose Mourinho parking the bus and waiting for the ball to come. No. Have the ball, but not attack. You always have the ball. You're dominating the field,
Yeah.
but you're not going on and attacking again and again, going inside. That's not what you do. You just have the ball. Play it in your
So you
midfield.
mean
Keep it back.
kill the energy, kill Bayern's
Kill
energy?
the energy. Yeah, exactly. If you go back to 2015, that's the exactly way how you played. At the 68th or 78th minute is when the first goal came, and the game ended at 90 minutes at 3-0. And that time also it was a strong game. They were keep on attacking. It was nobody was able to find the spaces. But Barcelona is way old today, and their fullbacks are old. Unlike Bayern, Bayern have Kimmich and Davis in their fullbacks, and we have Sergio Roberto and Alba. So squad wise, 1-1, I don't think there's a comparison. Bayern have a superior squad, but if you considering it's a one-off game, it's
So,
completely open.
Nikhil. Based on the season Messi is having and based on the season Lewandowski is having, who do you think at their best will have a bigger impact, dude? Obviously, Leva, right? Based on the season both of them are having, Messi and Lewandowski, who will have a bigger impact if they are both each of them are on top form?
How are you comparing a number 10 and a striker and a pure striker?
I mean, who will have a bigger impact on the game? Who do you think will have a bigger impact on the game?
Depends upon Messi and depends upon Bayern's midfield, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's my question. That is
So
what I
if the
asked you.
midfield, if Bayern's midfield performs, Lewandowski will score. If Lewandowski won't score, that means the midfield did not perform.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, dude,
okay, I think
if Lewandowski does not get supply, will he score goals? If Muller doesn't put the ball for him, if Davis and Kimmich does not put the ball for him, do you think he comes down, takes the ball, goes forward? No.
So what's your point?
okay.
Who will have a bigger impact?
The comparison is wrong.
Talking about that point. Wait. Talking about that point. The last 16 game against Chelsea, Bayern scored 7 goals, and Lewandowski was involved in all 7 goals.
Yeah.
You all know that.
Yeah.
Like not only scoring but assisting too. He assisted 2 against Chelsea second.
Chelsea.
He's there, like he's complete. But impact wise, you can always.
I think that comparison should go to not only just Chelsea, even Tottenham. They thrashed Tottenham also. So the comparison should be to Bayern Munich against Premier League teams, something like that. It's nothing to do with Barcelona or anything.
No, we're discussing. No, I was just telling you all a stat about Lewandowski since we're discussing. But as you spoke about Arjun.
I think like those teams have better midfields. If you really go 1-to-1, since you were comparing them on paper, Chelsea has a fitter midfield and a faster midfield than Barcelona on paper. Obviously, the way it functions is different.
Yeah, that's my whole point. You cannot compare because Barcelona has, if you look at the Napoli or if you let's see Bayern, the Bayern game, the midfield can most probably be 90% I can say Vidal, Busquets, and let's say Rakitic. If Frankie will start, but still let's say Rakitic. What is the minimum age over there? That's 31, 32, 33. You cannot expect speed from them. It's criminal to expect speed from them. And
I don't see how I don't know enough, or I don't really see how Barca can keep the ball from Bayern for 90 minutes and not expect to concede a goal. Like this guy said,
goals.
Or Nathan,
there will definitely be a shitload of goals.
Messi will have to score 2-3 goals, and then maybe you have a chance because even though Ter Stegen's a godly keeper, I don't know whether he can keep off so many attacks which we expect because of it's not just the wingers. I can expect Atletico Madrid to hold out against Bayern Munich and maybe catch them off guard once in a while and keep that as well. But like you said, Barca don't park the bus. I don't know how they'll deal with Bayern's press.
No, I don't think they'll park the bus. They can never park the bus. No way, because 8 people only defend in Barcelona. So they can never park the bus. But then the thing is about being conservative, about not attacking all the time, but having the ball. Something like that. What you saw
keeping the ball. Dude, keeping the ball will be so hard because you like you mentioned, Barca's midfield is slow and old. And when you look at Bayern's midfield, there is like Goretzka, there is Muller, and
Thiago.
there is Tolisso, or Kimmich might start in midfield if they have
Or Pavard is injured,
someone
so
special.
Thiago will start.
Yeah. So Thiago. So look at the midfield. Do you think you can keep the ball for large parts of the game?
The game will be challenging, but then I'm sure the thing is that Bayern are a superior team. They are the favorites going ahead for this the team. But the thing that it's a one-off league, and the motivation is the same. And just like we think they are favorites, I'm sure even Barcelona thinks they are favorites. And so it's a one-off game, and there will be goals. It's going to be a cracking of a game. I don't think there'll be a better game
Do you
going
I
think?
ahead.
don't,
Do you
Barca
think
don't
Messi?
think they're the favorites, dude. That's ridiculous. Like, just like that.
No, I'm
Like,
not
on,
saying no, I'm
on
not saying
paper,
Barcelona thinks so.
everyone.
I'm saying just like we speak like this, even the social media is talking
Oh,
the
okay.
same way. So these guys are also on social
Yeah.
media. So definitely these are things they also talk about. So that's what
I
I
think
meant.
Messi will
Oh,
definitely want
yeah.
to win. But do you
Yeah,
guys think Messi
definitely.
will make Boateng dance again? Or
I
defeat?
think
There's this stat where
unlikely,
in
Uh,
right?
2009,
Very, very
no,
unlikely.
in 1999 and 2003 when Bayern won the Champions League, both the times they beat Barcelona and then went on to win the Champions League. This is a stat that they have. And at the same time, in 2009 and 2015, when Barcelona beat Bayern, they went on to win the Champions League as well. So data is nice. It's favorable to
Hmm.
both.
yeah.
Good,
It's
good.
only looks like Bayern will win, dude. If they beat Barca, I don't really see much.
But
So
if you
everyone calls Bayern, Bayern.
yeah, but then
Like, what's up, going?
Has Bayern really met some really strong teams this season in the Champions League? They won every game, but did they meet strong teams? Like Barcelona beat Inter home and away. They beat Dortmund home 3-0. They beat even
I
PSG
mean,
home and away. So
they
I'm not
beat
sure,
they
No,
beat
but
they beat
you
Chelsea. I
drew
think
with
Chelsea are
Napoli
a
when they were
uh,
going for.
dude. But if you beat
Like,
someone 3-0 away, I don't think that team had a chance. So I don't think Chelsea had any chance. So
but
Chelsea was never a
that
good team.
doesn't make
no, but
them but that
the
doesn't make
seventh.
them a weak team. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that Chelsea are a very strong team. Just because Bayern beat them 3-0 doesn't make them a weak team. At
Same
the end of the
applies.
day,
Yeah.
Chelsea
And
is Chelsea. They do have the top players. They have Frank Lampard, who was for a majority of the season
And
third in the
they're not
league.
Pulisic
And
either, man. You
yeah,
can't even compare the away leg.
that is the second leg. The first leg, at least, like,
Yeah, yeah.
but still,
so
dude, Bayern.
talking about the favorites, a lot of dark horses in the quarterfinals this season. Like
But do you all
teams you
think
didn't
uh,
expect to be there.
in the Bayern game, do you all think Coutinho will be missed?
Missed.
He can't play,
Uh,
right? He
He
can't
can
play,
play.
right? His parent club
I
is
don't think
Barcelona, right?
No, no,
if
we don't have
only if
such
the clause
clauses.
is mentioned.
We
Yeah,
don't have
only if
such
the clause
clauses.
is mentioned.
Oh, because I remember Courtois versus Chelsea. There was a scene where he couldn't play the finals or the semi-finals against them when he was
No,
at
we are
Atletico.
not. We are not
That's
Real
only
Madrid.
if the clause is mentioned.
It's
And
not about the
even if the
clause. It's
clause
about
was,
will Coutinho. Even if the clause is there, will
Yeah,
yeah,
Coutinho play?
even if there's no clause,
he could
there's
play
no
just to
way starting.
Dude, he came against Chelsea at 65th minute. That was so bad. I saw the stats and there was a comp of 5 minutes. I was like, it was so bad, man. Losing the ball in the midfield, not able to pass the ball forward. It was so bad, man. That guy's struggling. That guy's having a very bad time in his career, no
Arsenal
doubt.
will save him. Arsenal
I,
will
I
save him.
I think he wants both teams to lose in the situation. Probably he
Yeah,
doesn't give a shit about who wins, who loses.
but he'll be the
why,
happiest too.
why are you talking Arsenal saving Coutinho, man? I don't think we can afford that, dude. Like, we
Yeah,
already
yeah.
signed billion
It'd be a good
apparently,
signing.
so stop it.
Coutinho would be a good signing. But
I don't
Okay, so yeah,
keep
like I
what
said, a
I
lot
don't
of
mind it, but like, I don't think it's
Yeah,
happening.
about the dark horses part, dude. About the dark horses part,
yeah, a
actually,
lot of
the
dark horses.
Bayern and Barcelona are the only two teams who have actually won the Champions League in the eight people. So
So
it's
yeah,
crazy.
like who do you think out of those dark horses has a bigger chance of reaching the final? Let's say
City,
reaching the
But
final.
who's the dark horse according to you?
there's no dark horse, man.
City,
Leon,
Atlanta,
City, yeah, Atlanta,
Atlanta,
Leon.
City, man. They
Leipzig.
beat Bayern, they win the tournament for sure.
Who? City
Like,
in the
let's face it,
semi-finals.
they're going to the yeah.
Dude, y'all are forgetting it's a single leg game. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's a single leg tie, anything can happen. City have lost 9 games this season. A loss against another team in a stadium which is not even theirs, obviously.
and no
but
fans.
that doesn't
And
matter.
fucking no, and bloody
That
no
doesn't
fans.
matter.
I mean, but still, dude. I think anything can happen in these 4 games, dude. Anything can
Actually,
happen.
actually,
Yeah.
But
So when you
still,
look at, but
I'd still back City, man. After Bayern, whoever comes out of Bayern, Barca,
Yeah.
I'd still back City, man. Like for
If
sure,
but
they're a good
yes,
team.
even
They have a
even
man in form.
Lyon and Leipzig and Atlanta, like Atlanta versus PSG. Let's talk about that. PSG has a insanely good chance of reaching the final.
yeah.
Only like I think the only one that can stop them right now is Atletico, obviously, because it won't be easy against Atletico. But yeah, will they survive Atlanta? Nikhil.
I mean,
I think PSG can actually survive Atlanta because the way Neymar has been playing in the last since the lockdown, he has been keep on proving it again and again. All those random friendlies they played, it was all random. They barely played, but then Neymar was just there and showing off. So I
Random,
would
but
say show
random
off.
teams, na?
That's true. It's random things, but
Random
it's
teams.
Neymar, dude. Neymar on his day is unstoppable. We all know Neymar. Maybe we have not watched him at his best past 2 seasons, 2.5 seasons. But then Neymar is Neymar. Is he? If he decides something, and if
es-
Mbappe comes and helps him, I think Neymar can.
especially without Ilicic, dude, with the entire scam of his. That's a bad scene, but
The
without him, it'll be worse,
surprise
right?
didn't go well for him.
Yeah.
Neymar can really take it ahead.
Oops.
Seriously.
But
Atlanta is
yeah,
an experienced team, though. Like everyone in that team is. It's like Barcelona, but like everyone hitting their peak right now. I think the
and
average age is 31, which is like mad, but they played some good football. I think they can pull a result against PSG.
and
As in, the
considering
question should be, can Atlanta survive PSG, dude?
Yeah.
PSG's curse of
I
the
don't see.
quarterfinals is also there. Plus, it's a one game tie.
Yeah, they lost it.
You can they lost to
Never predict.
United like after a 2-0 lead. So that curse is like real.
There, Neymar was not there, bro.
That's
Neymar.
also a
But
thing.
everyone is
Is
calling for
Mbappe fit?
PSG will
Is
clear.
Mbappe fit?
He's in the
Yeah,
Is he
that's
squad,
back?
but
also.
he's in this. They're trying to put him in the squad. God, we're not sure if he'll start. But I think
Okay,
Yeah, team stuff.
still Neymar, Icardi, and Di Maria can really take it ahead, man. Like really,
Cavani. Don't forget Cavani. He's another boss,
Cavani's
bro.
gone.
Where's he
Cavani's not a
gone?
PSG player.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
left now.
He's
he's
left, bro.
already left before the
After
season ends. He's not
yeah,
gonna play the Champions League.
After League One, he left.
That's a big call, dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's
but
left. So
I think Icardi has really hit on with Neymar and the guys. Like he's really genuine. So
that
we think Atlanta they can clear Atlanta, all of us. Nathan.
Yep.
Yeah, right. So after
PSG.
that, Atletico. What do you talk
I
about
think
Atletico? Do you think
I think Atlanta wins for the record. Just saying. Yeah,
okay?
let's do it.
Arjun with the dark horses.
Um,
Yeah.
But even
let-
Lyon and Man City. What are your thoughts, Nathan?
City are probably one of the best teams in the world in the last 3 years, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
one
a
of the best.
Liverpool fan.
One of the best.
Wow.
You gotta accept they are one of the best. So is Liverpool. I mean, there's no denying that. No matter. I mean, you gotta watch them play. And if Lyon come up with some mastermind tactics which
They
can stop
beat
that City attack,
Italian champions.
yeah,
They
I
beat
mean,
the
but
Italians.
yeah, they did do that, and they will need a lot of luck too in this game. But I don't see it happening to City. I think so. It's either City, Bayern, and then PSG in the finals because
Even yeah,
I
because even if you look at the City Real Madrid game, if you guys recall also, it was not a game where City was showing off their actual game of football. They just went there for the result. They were not attacking all the time, and both the goals were mistake
Dude,
goals,
but
man.
they were very like
Compact. They were very compact.
compact, and they were very fast and
Kyle Walker
catching
was
Real Madrid. They
the
didn't let
form
them
of his
Exactly.
play.
life.
Exactly.
It
If
remind it
normally
remind me
tell me.
it reminded me of that Liverpool game after the lockdown where City just went after them and didn't let them play only
Yeah,
and
Correct,
caught them
correct,
and scored.
correct.
Same thing they did to Real. They didn't let them play only. Cruz, Modric, no one could like pass.
but
Yeah,
in spite of all of that, I thought Real Madrid did get chances, which is one big thing. And if Leon will get a chance or two in the game, and they will have to convert that 110%
yeah.
and do better
That's
than Memphis,
that's right.
right?
um,
They had Hassim
don't
Muar. They've got Memphis.
Okay.
They have people who can convert basically. They've got a
Last season, Lyon beat them at home, right? But they had Fekir at that time.
boss.
Yeah, they had Fekir at
But
that
but you can't rule anything out, man, in these single leg
Actually,
games.
yeah,
There's
the
nothing
game
you
is
can
so
rule out.
open. It's like that World Cup feels. Every game is a
Yeah.
knockout. Like, you open the game with something.
Exactly. Yeah,
Last
yeah.
5 minutes, somebody
And
scores.
the thing is that imagine if for any godforsaken reason in the first 5 minutes Edison gets a red card. For it could be a simple thing. No, it could be as
Not
simple as
any
that,
reason.
dude.
There are a lot of reasons Edison
Dude,
can
that
get
guy
a red card.
goes to kick someone and he kicks his chest and shit like that. Anything can happen, dude.
Yeah, it
But
could be very tense.
single leg
Because
games,
the
Plus,
you
thing
have no
is,
chance of
Fun,
coming back.
the problem is that
Fernandinho playing in defense probably. Fernandinho will be playing in defense. That's
yeah,
also a big call.
That'll be a big call that Pep will have to make.
he made it
Either
against
way,
Real,
I
so
feel
I don't think he'll be scared.
City will win, man. I don't see like something unless something disastrous happens. Like he said, Edison kicks someone randomly and he
Yeah.
gets a red card. I don't see Lyon really standing a chance, dude. Like it'll be a joke then, man. If
City will
City
go
Oh,
lose
like
to
all
this
out.
team,
Yeah.
they will get Leon will get their chances, man, for sure. Leon have to get their chances. They will get one chance at least, but they need to convert that.
The thing
so
about
yeah,
Lyon
we'll talk
also,
about City.
I didn't watch much, but I just saw how they were keeping the ball and shots and all that. But I felt that Lyon. I don't think any of us watched the Lyon game. But then I think they were playing way more like a defensive team, right? They were not going on and attacking or something, right? Because they just scored that one goal and then they were just there.
Yeah.
So we
Dude,
don't know what is the thing. Against City
okay,
also they
so
will be.
uh, so moving on to
Well,
the
let's do it.
moving on to the semi-finals, So let's talk about the other side first.
Yeah, 1 minute. For all the good talk about Lyon. Wait. Dude, who do you pick for that match? City,
mm,
right? All of you.
City, I think City.
City.
City
Yeah.
will get it.
Yeah, it's very easy to pick City, dude. Yeah, City, easy.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Got
on
it.
the other side, we are like almost on consensus that PSG will win, and Atletico and Leipzig is one we didn't discuss. But I think Atletico should
Dude,
edge it.
this is Atletico's tournament, dude. This is their
Yeah.
shit. One game wins, 1-0 wins. They are the kings of 1-0 wins, dude. 1-0s and
Confirm.
0-0s. That's their
And
football.
And
If they
Costa will get that one goal. Like, usko bas
exactly,
ball dalo.
exactly,
Just
and
get him the ball.
this
That
is
guy
their
will push
football.
2-3 people. He must be
This is
buzzing right now.
exactly. And the best part about that also is that if you look at the last 5-6 years, also every time Atletico scores has been not Barcelona or by anybody. It's been Real Madrid, or to be precise, Cristiano. And this season, both are out.
Yeah.
But
Both are away.
dude,
Now they're not scared of anyone, bro.
one
Like,
more thing we are missing, that they in the past they have fucked up that one game final always. Like,
Yeah.
they play up to semi-finals, but that one game thing they always
they'll screw it
fuck
up
up some.
exactly. The finals also
So
against Real Madrid. Last season against Juventus. 2 seasons back again Real Madrid.
they have been unlucky
Cristiano
in the
has been their
finals
worst
also.
friend.
Like, those
Cristiano is
guys.
their worst friend. Is their enemy.
So assuming Atletico get through and PSG get through, now that would be an interesting game. And like, Atletico might sit back, but do you think PSG's attack is enough to break it? Like, Neymar, obviously, if he's in top form, plus Mbappe can. But do you think they can break the defense, Nathan?
Yeah, for sure, man. If PSG go through, which is very likely, and Atletico against a Leipzig team without Timo Werner, who's been one of the best strikers
Yeah.
in Europe this season. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a difficult game, and at the end of the day, it depends, right? You can never say Atletico, man. They beat Liverpool in two legs. I
Yeah.
mean, after that, I have so much more respect than I already had for them. But at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to be like PSG will get through because PSG. This could be the IO. I think it's going to be a PSG versus City finals, to be honest,
Arjun,
because those
what do
are
you
the
think?
two
Who gets
form
through
teams.
semi-finals? PSG, Atletico.
PSG versus Atletico. Yeah. Atletico, man. Like I actually PSG does have that X factor player Neymar, and I guess Mbappe is in the squad, but I don't know what his seat is. But they have Neymar, so you can never say they have all those quality players are there at PSG. Like even in
Di
that
Maria,
Madrid,
bro. Di
sorry for
Maria.
going back to it, that Madrid City game, I didn't see that X factor player in at Madrid. Like you could see it that you need that one extra guy to pull off.
Dude,
Like
I think
coming back
Rodrigo
from behind, you
outshined,
need that
like,
extra.
yeah, Rodrigo outshined Hazard. Like, Hazard was the guy who Real wanted to
Yeah,
get
but
that X Factor.
like this wasn't the Hazard we've seen like at the PL for sure,
Yeah,
man. Something happened to him. I don't know what it was, but he's not
got
been in good form. So yeah, but like in the PSG Atletico matchup again, like the problem with the game where Atletico and Liverpool played, I felt that Atletico is ready to let Liverpool cross, and Liverpool were fine crossing, and that's where they lost the game. I think
dude,
Liverpool, if they
Atletico,
approached
yeah.
it a little differently, they could have.
Atletico lets everyone attack. It's like the game, like, karo attack.
No, but in specific, they let Liverpool cross. They know like a cross hitting one of their players and them connecting and converting would be hard. So they let them do it. So I don't know whether they can do that against some. Like you look at PSG, they're multi-dimensional team, man. You got Verratti who can supply balls. You got Neymar who can cut in from the wing or attack from the center, make random shots. Icardi is no slouch either. So many options, man. So like I
Dude, Di
can't.
Maria,
I
Di Maria, that
yeah,
guy
Di
is
Maria
like,
is also there, of course. Yeah, trying to forget about him, but then like yeah, Atletico should on paper, according to me, with the identity defense they should win, but I won't be surprised about a PSG. I think this is the most um actually both semi-finals are potentially good, man, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd pick
Unless
Atletico.
there's
I
upset
like
at Lyon
I
and
like how we
City.
started with quarterfinal and then we went
Yeah.
to semi-final now.
Nikhil, what do you think? Atletico.
Dude, I've watched Neymar too much to say I will never write him off, man. And this is the competition he actually went there for, like to show that I can
And
carry a
yeah,
team.
that's what, like,
I can
this is the best chance. They have like 1 month to prepare. They have like mentally
exactly,
prepare the group and
exactly.
everything.
And this is like the best chance that they also have, because this is why he went there to be very precise, to win all the competitions by himself, carry a team. And this is the best chance that they have, man, because he's got the best people around him and everyone works for him. There's no doubt about that. Verratti, Icardi, Mbappe. Mbappe also just listens to him, man. He waits for Neymar's ball and then he runs inside and all that. So I think this is the best chance. But
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like,
if Mbappe is not back, I think they'll have difficulties because Mbappe gives them that
Yeah.
whole new dimension which nobody else can give. I think Mbappe's
but
presence.
in this game, the pace won't be that much of a factor, I would say. But yeah, Mbappe has more than pace. Obviously, he can do stuff. But then I
Exactly.
don't think when Atletico sits back, pace would really help them that much. You know,
Because
Neymar can open up defenses, but then you'll have to
somebody should
open
be
up
there to
defenses, and
timely run inside.
you need the best key to open Atletico's defense. Like
Exactly.
that defense is.
Yeah. And Neymar
So
and
I
these
think
guys
they
can.
have players, but yeah, Neymar is there, Di Maria is there. They have
Neymar
players,
can
but
break
they
the
will have to.
defense, but he needs Mbappe to actually make those runs inside.
In this game, they would be missing Cavani for sure. Like if that guy was there in the middle, the runs he makes, the spaces he gets into, that guy would be the
That
best
guy
option
would
against
actually
Atletico.
make a difference. Yeah. And I don't know.
Especially aerial ability was like
Yeah. But
Yeah, he's more
I think
physical than Icardi.
statistically Icardi is better in the air, but um I think I think statistically Icardi is better in the air than Cavani. But
But
I
Cavani
guess
gets into
Cavani,
spaces like
yeah,
those tight areas, the runs he makes.
And another
So
thing is that Icardi has still not settled in the team. He still gets a lot of hate from the fans, and there's a lot of talk about is he settled and also Mbappe. Icardi is still not actually like the best player or been performing in PSG. It's still Mbappe and Neymar who's carrying, and the midfield and the defense all good. But Icardi is actually still not the best player or even half the player that they expect him to be. So the game is on Mbappe and Neymar to me, and I think they
who
can do
gets
it.
through?
Yeah,
Who gets through for you?
Atletico.
Atletico. Okay, we have like three Atleticos, I think here. Even I feel I'm not sure, but I think Atletico has a chance of getting through. But then I feel that PSG, this is their like grail. They want this. They will want this more than Atletico right now. The time they have, the players they have, the form they're in, they will want this, and that want might just help them get over Atletico. And if they have more problems like that, the
Yeah,
cases we find out recently, it
yeah,
can be
that's
like
another.
disharmony
yeah,
amongst
that's
the
what
team can be a factor. Like, two players randomly just get out and everyone is getting tested, this, that.
One interesting thing though in this entire scene is that how last year there were two English teams in the finals, two English teams in the like Europa League finals, things like that. This year there can be two teams from the French league in the finals. There could be two teams from the Spanish league in the finals, and there could be two teams from the German league in the finals. So Leipzig versus Bayern, it could be Atletico versus Barcelona or PSG versus Lyon. Do you think that's likely? All Spanish, all
Mm,
French, or all German league? Is it likely?
Can happen, but don't
That'll
know.
be fun, won't it?
Put
Yeah,
money on it, dude. One of those
But
happens, it'll
dude,
be like
PSG,
crazy.
PSG or
No,
City
but it's
winning the
very possible.
PSG or City
I think
winning the
PSG Lyon is like Sancho not scoring a goal the whole season type odds, man. Like, dude,
but
he scored at the last freaky minute, but then like you see the odds on that, man. PSG Lyon just not happening for
and
sure.
The
another
most
thing is
okay,
likely
that
would be
Lyon.
Atletico Barcelona, right? That would be the most likely of the
And
three.
these matchups, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. These matchups
so
for sure. But
okay, so yeah, moving on to the other side, we like Bayern gets through and City gets through. That again another interesting semi-final, right?
I don't think
That will,
that side is that predictable, or you can make conclusions
yeah,
yeah, Bayern
because
versus
I
City,
wouldn't
like
mind seeing
unless unless
City
unless
versus
it's that
Barca,
easy
to be
saying
honest.
City is gonna go through the entire way, because that is the only realistic thing you could like
The
conclude.
thing, the
but
other problem is that every player, even post game, after quarterfinal, after the round of 16, also everybody just has this one motivation in their head: is that three more games,
Uh,
trophy. Everybody said this. Leon won the game. They said three more games, trophy. City, I think Sterling spoke or Pep spoke. No, I don't think. I don't know. I don't know which player. I think Sterling spoke. He said 3 games, trophy. And Suarez spoke after Barcelona game, 3 games, trophy. I'm like, dude, just don't do that. Like that's like you're like dreaming too much. Like you're dreaming so much, so big, like 3 games, trophy. Because you could destroy yourself, man, after you lose. I think
That's
it's just
exactly what happened if they win, though.
yeah, it's like
uh,
crazy, and the motivation is
it's a,
same for everyone. three
like it's
games,
the
trophy.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the weirdest and easiest way to, like, a champion
and
winning
the
a
most
Champions League.
difficult, to be honest. It's easy and
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
difficult at the same time,
So
yeah,
City
because
man.
Bayern, what do you think head to head? Like both teams, the quality they have, like
so you're putting
too
Bayern through
much.
ahead of Barcelona. That confident, eh?
Uh,
Yeah, that's
That
what
that's what we
confidence,
I
eh?
would. Yeah,
I
yeah, I
see
would.
what you're
that's
doing
what we
there. I
thought.
see what
That's
you're
what
doing there.
like. Okay,
You
like
writing off
both ways,
Lionel Messi. You're writing
Sorry.
off Lionel Messi. Are you
but
serious, buddy?
both ways, it's going to be an interesting semi-final, right? Barca or Bayern versus City. All three teams have like
Dude, even
Yeah,
Leon
Yeah,
could beat
buttload
City.
of
What I
quality.
but Leon is having a bad season. They finished seventh in the league,
yeah.
and still
Dude,
they were like
any
good.
Juventus
like
has been
there
losing
are
to
a lot
everyone post lockdown, dude.
there are
Everyone.
a lot of upsets that can happen, obviously, but like we are going through the video, let's like go to the end, just finish it. Like a lot of upsets can happen, obviously.
Hmm.
It's football,
Okay.
but
But okay,
Bayern
let's
and
just have a
City,
final
yeah,
call.
yeah.
Who are your finalists and who's your winner?
Oh, finalist is a big call, but winner.
Dude, if City and PSG get to the final and one of them winning will be the most 2020 thing ever. Like, City,
Yeah,
City
dude.
or PSG winning the UCL will be the most 2020 thing ever. Like, but they
But
have a
that would
good
be good
chance
to
of.
see. That would be really good to see Neymar winning the Champions League with PSG, dude. Neymar,
Yeah,
Mbappe.
he can actually go
He
back to
might,
Brazil now.
yeah,
I'm
he
done
Yeah,
with
might
my
he'll have.
ask
career.
go.
He's done. Yeah, he's done. Bye. But
He'll be
Mbappe
like,
winning it at such a young age with PSG will be even better, I feel. That guy is in the top
I think
three.
that's fine. These guys have
he
also
has
won
a good
everything.
resume right now. But
Okay, wait.
Who's
So
your
what are your
finalist?
finalists, guys?
for me, I think it will be Bayern versus PSG finals. Because both the teams like PSG have a very big motivation to get there, like we said, Neymar and the team they have and stuff like that. So that motivation might just help them to get there, and the team is also in a good flow, good harmony. And I think Cavani leaving has given Neymar the upper hand, like मैं सबका भाई, and like there is a lot of harmony in the team. I've seen recent posts of Neymar and stuff. Like,
Sabka bhai.
yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
he's taken over the team, dude. You see the this
Neymar,
like
Herrera, and all. Herrera and all that. Dude,
social
these
media
guys
and
go.
stuff.
Dude, these guys go clubbing and all, dude. Like Neymar, Herrera, Cavani, Icardi, and all goes for clubbing and shit. So
So
that's
now,
like
like, there's a good bonding in the team that might help them get to the final, And then this side, obviously, Bayern are like strong favorites. They are in good form. They were playing for fun against Chelsea. Like I saw after 70 minutes, they were 2-1 up, and but they were like attack, attack, attack. They were just pressing Chelsea, attacking. Last minute, like Lewandowski made one goal, then he scored one. He's like in some other level form right now. So I think though that team is very good gelled, but unless they have a like if they beat Barca and City, then I think they can win it. Like if
Yeah,
they beat those two teams and get to the final, I think they
yeah.
can win
I
it.
mean, you mean by winning the quarterfinals and semifinals, you reach the finals and then you can win it? Wow.
I said beating Barca and City. Do you not hear?
It's
Beating
joke.
Barca
It's
and
just
City
kidding.
will
Just
be a
Yeah,
kidding.
big thing.
Just kidding, bro. Just kidding. But
Alright,
yeah.
cool. Nathan,
So
Nathan,
who are
finalist.
your finalists?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go with Raju. I'll go at the end, bro. I want to hear what Raju has to say.
there is this one thing
Okay.
that I'll say that Atletico will win the Champions League. Now they're finalists. Their finalist is a big call, dude. I think
Okay.
with the squad that City has and the game plans that guy can come up with, I think that's the finalist. I would say means like easy choice. Like yeah, City
City.
will just reach. It's easy to say
No
City.
striker, but they'll beat Bayern.
They, dude, Bayern is not some okay, but City. City is
But
an easy
City
choice.
has
That's what I said.
struggled,
It's easy to say City.
dude.
Like
But
it's easy with the
City
squad
has
with
City
the
has
squad that
struggled
they
in the
have.
Premier
Yeah,
League. We
it's
have
easy to
to.
say City. But then I think whoever wins the Bayern Barca game is the finalist against Atletico.
Yeah,
Against
yeah,
Atletico.
that's a good way to put it.
That's a
Person,
Yeah,
you
straight
but
call?
win. And then Atletico wins it.
yeah, yeah. So
What if
Nathan,
it's
you want to
Barca
go?
versus
You want to end?
Atletico?
Cool. I'll go. I'll go.
Oh,
I think this side. I think this side. Atletico is going to go through with Leipzig, and then yeah, it's going to be Atletico Barcelona finals. Because the more I think about, because if Barcelona got knocked out versus by Napoli, it would have been easy. Bayern to the finals versus Atletico or PSG or mostly PSG. But now when once Barcelona have got through ahead of like beating Napoli, I can't see anything that Messi wants more or Messi wants as badly because it's been 2-3 years he's been craving for it. And the more you think about what you can do to stop Messi at 100% with 100% dedication is there's nothing. So I think it's going to be Atletico, Barcelona, and then at the end of it, Barcelona winning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Bayern versus Atletico because as much as Messi wants it, like you can see his impact in the game is completely offensive now.
Mm.
There
yeah.
are
So
other
then why
like
will he defend?
yeah, like the rest of the team is um not. I don't think Barca
Yeah.
has got the players to win the CL this season, man. Like I don't think
But I
they've got
think
the
he can.
players to
Yeah.
beat Bayern Munich. Man, I'm just thinking of Sergio Roberto versus like that fullback pairing, man. What I
Sergi
mean,
Roberto, yeah, the
Alfonso
guy.
Davies should probably single-handedly wreck his wing. Then like you've got. Dude, I don't know how this. Actually, there should be no doubt about Bayern beating Barca
Yeah.
anyway. But
In a normal world, right? But this is football and this is the
sure.
Champions League and it's
Leo
Leo
Messi.
Messi.
Yeah, but like if I had to put money on it, definitely say Bayern versus Atletico finals and Bayern winning this
Winning
CL.
it,
I
yeah.
think this is like we've spoken about this being everyone's year, but I
Yeah.
think Bayern probably has the best team in the CL this season. The best team
No,
doesn't necessarily win, but
yeah.
There
The
was
the
this.
most
funniest thing
stacked
is
team does, and
the
Bayern
funniest
has a
thing is
stacked team.
about PSG. Like they've got the best squad, they've got the best players, they've got a killer manager, they've got everything in the bag. But just their history is something which I personally think puts people off and don't read them as fine. Like the favorites
It's
for the
the thing
finals.
is, it's hard to be scared of PSG.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. PSG is good. They are a very good squad. Gary, everything is good about them. I don't think
Yeah,
it's a bad thing. But it's very hard to just be scared of PSG.
yeah. It's
You're
like
just looking at the
that
history.
they're going to stumble somewhere and it's not going to be them.
Exactly.
And somewhere could be Atletico for all you
But
know.
this might just
Yeah.
be there.
Another thing, I think I've said this also like in our first 2-3 videos when we were discussing about Bayern, dude. When this guy Hansi Flick was appointed as the Bayern manager, the first presentation, it was a thing. Then it had come. Now it matters a lot, but this was the first presentation that he had with the players. He had presentation started with 3 trophies: the Bundesliga, the Super Poker, and the Champions League. That's what he started his presentation with. And today they have already bagged 2 and 3 games away from the third. So this is a guy who walked in with such a huge amount of ambition. So now Bayern are unbeaten since then in Bundesliga. 18 games unbeaten. They have leveled it with Pep. That's the level of stats that he has right now. Even though he started mid-season, when the squad had issues, Coutinho was like there are a lot of issues in Bayern. But then today they're the strongest in Europe. So you
Dude,
give
we
him
are
all the
praising
respect.
Lewandowski. We are praising Lewandowski so much, but we are missing out on Muller. Like that guy
So
has been a
Exactly.
yeah,
Muller's
assist
got like 20
assist
assists this
machine.
season, man.
Yeah, that guy has been a machine of assists. Like,
bro,
Exactly.
he's the best player you'll ever see, man. He's an
The thing again,
and
seriously, Muller. The thing, Bayern got Coutinho to make sure that Muller, takes a step back, and but then Muller just came and proved it. How can you bench me?
yeah,
Like 17
like
no,
assists
we
or
he
something, dude.
just when we thought that Muller is done, like he's changing clubs
Exactly.
and all, he's like, no.
Yeah. He
this ain't
just took up the
happening.
whole thing, man.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, Nikhil's choices, I think, what Barca, Bayern versus Atletico, one of them,
Mm.
right? Arjun,
yeah, I said it right.
Arjun
Bayern
go
said
for it.
Atletico. Bayern wins the
Bayern
tournament for
So
sure.
yeah, I think that was
with Coutinho putting it in the top corner. I hope so, bro.
Yeah.
and
That'll
I
be
think I
sure,
think Coutinho being on the field should be first discussed, then
Oh
top corner.
man, I can't imagine.
ambitious,
Imagine if Coutinho wins
that'll
the
be so
Champions League. I
funny,
just
dude.
thought of it. Oh my
quite
That'll
ambitious.
god.
be so funny, bro.
No,
Wait,
no,
are
So
no.
we clear
finally,
on Coutinho
Dude, then
playing though?
then nobody can say anything to Coutinho, dude. He went out to
Yeah,
win
he
trophies
left.
and
Yeah,
he won
yeah,
them
and
all.
he won the trophies. Yeah, he won
Yeah, he
everything.
went
He
to win
won the
trophies. He won
Treble,
them all. Bundesliga,
Treble.
okay. La Liga,
We're
okay.
also
Champions League, okay.
so I
Copa
think
del Rey, okay.
one of Coutinho and Neymar is going back to Brazil and retiring.
I know.
No,
Like
no, no.
whoever
Coutinho
gets
is not retiring, bro. That
whoever
boy
gets
has got
the.
fire.
So yeah, we have
Yeah,
we have a great week or great few weeks of
Continuous
football
football.
and Champions League, and let's just enjoy it. Let's just have fun. So that was it. Thanks, guys. See you
Europa
in the
League.
next episode.
Okay, good. Bye. No Europa League.